Hi, family, and welcome to Get the Tea on Me Royalty. I wanted to get on here and do a quick affirmation. I really was thinking about my grandmother today, and my grandmother, she's passed on. She's in the heavenly realm, but she is always communicating with me, and she always tells me to keep going because and sometimes in life, I mean, and I really didn't understand where that message was coming from until like maybe a year ago. And it was when I was thinking about her and the word would just come up, keep going, keep going. And I remember thinking, wow, that's what I've been doing all this time. No matter what life has brought across my path, I have just kept going, and I always used to say this to people, and I'm serious, you guys, because I've been to prison before. I've been incarcerated. I was a drug dealer. I had a lifestyle that wasn't so savory, but that was the lifestyle that I had to travel because I had to heal my bloodline. I had a bloodline that was very toxic, and I was the chosen one. I was the one that came to heal everything. So that means I had to go through everything that they went through. And I used to tell people, throughout that journey, throughout that part of my journey where I was going through the toxicity, I used to tell people that that wasn't what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, which is something that one of the OGs back in the day used to say to me. I never really ever felt limitations when it came to myself. I always felt that I can do anything. That was just always my energy, that I can do anything. If anybody else can do it, I can do it better. Because I had to heal my bloodline, though, I had to go through very heavy weights. It's kind of like weight training. I had to lift some very heavy weights. And I speak about it in another one of my videos, how the last person that I was assigned to heal was my father's mother. And my father's mother, Eleanor, she was uneducated. She had taken on a very rough exterior, as far as just being very aggressive in her nature and very angry, because us African Americans, us Africans, melanated beings, period, when we are born, we're born with such power. And when we don't tap into that power, it basically backfires on us. It's kind of like letting a car just sit out in, multiple seasons, for a year or two. After a while, that car is going to have some type of trouble because it hasn't been used, and it's just been sitting there, and so, for the most part, a lot of our ancestors, they left this planet without ever opening their gifts, you know. And it's so funny because all of the ancestors that I'm healing right now, all of their gifts are being activated inside of me. And so basically, with my grandmother always saying keep going, when I hear that, and I hope this becomes a power word for you guys as well. Um for you to keep going. Don't stop. Whether you have proper education, because people will try to make you feel bad about anything. And us black folks especially, we jump on each other about the smallest thing. Oh, she didn't pronounce that right. Oh, she didn't say this right. Oh, this is that and the other. It's like we find any small thing. It could be the smallest thing, you know, to try to knock someone off of their pedestal or knock someone off of their cue. But then when you look inside of your life, it's like, okay, you know what I mean, type of business. So everyone needs to be really just chill. At the end of the day, if we're not lifting each other up, then we need to be shutting it up, okay? Because right now, this is the year of the nine. This is the year of feminine energy, and we should be telling each other, keep going. No matter what you're going through, sis, keep going. You're almost at the finish line. Matter of fact, let's run the rest of this race together, but at the end of the day, negativity is always going to be there, and that's why you need to know how to shake, dip, and dodge. Always keep all of your business private and secret and silent. Of course, you like to share a few things here and there, because that's how you get information. And that's how you get resources, and that's how you network. Sometimes you have to share a little bit, though. Keep the bulk of what you're doing to yourself. And if someone wants to know something, sometimes I used to feel like, oh, if I don't say anything, then I'm being rude. Actually, you're not. You're just saying, this is what I'm going to tell you, and that's all I'm willing to say. At the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing when I hear my grandmother tell me to keep going, because it's always at those moments in time. And I know we have a whole heavenly realm of grannies out there where someone right now needs to hear, keep going, baby. Keep going, because I know my granny is hanging out with a bunch of other um, martyrs and different historical women, African women from our lineage. They're just all hanging out, and they're guiding us, and they're cheering us on. And so, if anyone has a grandmother out there that either recently passed, or that you think about often, every time you think about her, she's sitting right there with you. Every time you think about her, she's sitting right there with you. So absorb that energy, absorb that information, because I had to learn the voice of my grandmother as well, because it's not the same as it was when she was here. It's a little bit more subtle and quiet. She's really funny, but it's cool, once we learn to listen to our ancestors from the other realms. So anyway, you guys, I don't want to make this video too long, but really just keep going. That is from the heavenly realms. That is coming from the heavenly realms to your cell phone or your television or wherever you watching me on YouTube. Okay? This is coming straight to you. Keep going. Don't stop. Get it, get it. Because at the end of the day, no matter what they say in each and every single way, I am royalty. You are royalty. We are royalty, family. And I shall see you in a minute. Ashe.
Oh, Broogadabra, here I come. Magic carpet styling. Move like magic at challenge. Proof unique reminding. Getting round and losing sharp. Uma with you back again. You will never end the rain. We keep multiplying. Running through the evidence. There's no denying.